What advice would you give your 22-year-old self? What would you keep doing? What would you change?
What advice would I give my 22-year-old self?
22-year-old self.
Don't give up. Every day it's a different challenge, and it'd be difficult to give somebody advice other than just every day just be prepared for something you just don't know is coming.
For my project, I have decided to interview a local entrepreneur named Dave Neuer. Dave Neuer is the owner of a small packaging distribution company called Neutech Packaging Systems, located in Lexington, Kentucky. He has 4 kids, Morgan, Griffin, Trenton, and Casey, with a lovely wife named Stacia. Dave's journey to becoming an entrepreneur came after college, where he played baseball for Xavier University. Dave started out after college as an outside sales rep for various companies such as More Business Forums and Zellerback. Dave wasn't happy working for other people, so he decided to start his own business in 2003. Neutech didn't have the most conventional setup to start the business. Dave started his business in his son Griffin's room. He would run the day-to-day operations and answer all the calls from his son's room. After spending a full year operating Neutech in his son's room, he moved into a small office and hired a lady to answer the phone calls. 2 years after that, Dave purchased a warehouse where he's still located today. Neutech Packaging Systems provides packaging equipment and materials to customers to help increase productivity and reduce overall cost. Neutech operates out of a climate-controlled warehouse where they stock materials and equipment for their customers. Along with the warehousing, Neutech has their own delivery truck, which takes care of some of their larger customers. Now, Neutech employs 5 full-time and 2 part-time people. The road to becoming a successful entrepreneur for Dave definitely wasn't easy, but with the passion and dedication that Dave has, he's not only thriving personally, but in the packaging distribution industry, where he's looking to expand his business.
So how do you balance your family and business demands?
I think just always setting the priority that family comes first. They take priority and business comes second. I think if you keep that in mind, you hopefully can't lose, because you make them the priority, and then when they go to bed at night and start on the business and work as long as you want at it. But I think you knew me. I never missed baseball games, never missed soccer games, swim meets, whatever they were involved in, never missed it. And that'd be my big advice for somebody that wants to start, is if you forget your family, you're gonna probably lose the business.
So what were some of your struggles of starting your business out in your house?
Well, obviously working out of the house with 4 kids was a struggle, because you have kids that are wanting to play and yell and scream and holler and everything else, and you're trying to make phone calls. But probably the other thing was trying to get a loan. When you're somebody starting out, the banks don't want to give you any money. They all want you to be in business for 2 years before they'll loan you anything. So it's kind of like the cart before the horse. Is how do you go out with no money and start a business for 2 years and then go back? So I was very lucky, because a traditional bank gave me a loan, an SBA loan, got me started. So once we had the money, then it was, again, working out of the house with 4 children. Was not easy, and then I did that for about 11 months, and then I got a small office, hired a lady, and it was just she and I, so it was just 2 people in a 2-person office. I think we did that for about 15, 16 months, and then we moved to a warehouse that I leased and did that for a couple years, and then bought the building I'm in now back in 2006. So I mean, just along the way, it's always something. There's a daily struggle, but working out of the house by far with 4 children and they wanting to see their dad, that was not easy.
Well, for us college kids that are just coming out of college, what would be some advice about savings, like retirement?
Well, the first thing, no matter whom you work for, the first thing you should be asking them, do they offer a 401k plan? And if they do offer a 401k plan, you want to put the maximum amount of money that you can into that plan. And you want to do that for the rest of your life, because that will ultimately be your retirement. And so many young folks do not put away money, and then when they get to be about my age, they'll end up regretting it. I was very lucky. The first job that I had a 401k plan, and they matched. And so my mother said to me, put away the max, which I think was about 10% back then, and I put away every dime I could. And I now offer my employees a 401k plan. We offer them profit sharing, so if we do well, they do well. So again, my best advice would be when you're starting out, sock away every dime you can for the rest of your life and live as conservatively as you can, and it'll pay big dividends when you're ready to retire.